Today, I went on an adventure.
Hey there guys, my name is Tradgik and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going down to the Sussex Flea Market over in, could you guess it, Sussex, New Brunswick. And we're going to see what kind of rare and interesting games we can find. Today we'll actually be joined by Ryan Wilson, the Kryptonian Collector. So you guys all know him from the ECCE video. But yeah, should be a good time. First things first, just going to grab some extra cash and then we will be on our way. Hey, how's it going?
Go.
Ready to do this?
No.
No, you're never ready for something like this. All right, let's go.
Now, aside from East Coast Comic Con, it's actually been quite a while since I was able to go and attend one of these types of events. There used to be a ton of different like flea markets and stuff like that around town, and most of them ended up getting closed down for some reason, like even before COVID. So we haven't had a good flea market here in Moncton in a while. All right, so Ryan and I are out on the road. We're almost at the Sussex Flea Market. So what is it exactly that you're hoping to find today?
Comic books, lots of them.
So that's kind of the big thing you're going for, comics?
Key comics, that's why we're kind of hitting this a little bit early. But yeah, key comics. Last couple years ago, last year.
Mm-hmm.
I have no concept of time, but last year I actually found quite a few that I was able to flip for a decent penny. So
Well, that's good.
back down.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see what they've got for some games, but I got a feeling a lot of people have kind of wised up to the prices. So I have got exactly $200. I'm hoping to spend as little of that as possible. But you know, if the right title pops up, I might have to just grab it either way. So we'll see when we get there. We got a little bit of a drive left, and then of course we got to find our way in through the front gate. But we'll join up back with you guys once we get into Sussex. By the time we arrived, I think it was somewhere between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, and the scale of this flea market kind of hit us really quickly, because once we started walking down the aisles, we realized that there was aisles on the left and on the right, and there was different subcategories, and there was even a section inside of the arena, and I was like, man, this is going to be really hard to find anything, and even harder to get there before somebody else finds exactly what you're looking for. So it looks like they've got everybody here parking out on the grass, and these poor guys are trying to coordinate everybody's parking, but it seems like everybody doesn't know how to park.
Blue car really does.
It really doesn't.
So here we are, Sussex Flea Market. All right, so I assume that the entrance is back over that way. All right, well, let's go. I would love to find a die-cast model of a DeLorean.
All that's probably the booth you want to go to.
Yeah, I'm just worried that a DeLorean die-cast model would cost a lot of money. All right, let's see what's over here. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of like model kits and stuff like that. So you got model cars over there. I don't know if there'd be anything more significant. Oh, actually a Rubik's Cube. Wait. A $6 Rubik's Cube. Not too bad. Spider-Man, you got some Mario Kart. The fuck is that?
I'm talking about these little Cobra chicken guys.
So far, we managed to find a few stray video games here and there, but the bigger bundle was water damaged. So we're gonna take a look over in this section and see if we can find anybody else just primarily selling games, mainly rare games. Sometimes there's always a vendor or two, so let's go.
Now, I didn't have high hopes of finding Haunting Grounds, but I was hoping I would get a really good deal on just something that wasn't already a part of the collection. And, you know, for a while, I noticed that a lot of the people that were there were just the typical vendors that we see at a lot of the local events, the same guys that know exactly what they're selling. And don't get me wrong, they're good guys, but they know the price that they can get for a lot of these items. So you don't end up finding, like, a super rare copy of, like, Rule of Rose on the PlayStation 2 for $5, you know? Like, that's just not going to happen. But you figure with the flea market, there would at least be a chance. So I went around and I tried to find anything where I could get a really, really good deal.
Yeah, some Pokemon cards. Steph would be in heaven. Or Dragon Ball.
I remember those days.
Yeah. Dragon Ball cards. Thank you. Mewtwo. It's pretty cool. I wish I honestly knew more. It's been so long since I've dealt with cards, but there's so many plushies. Look at all the plushies. Some Beanie Babies. It's so cool. All right, we lost Ryan. Gotta figure out where he ventured off to. This one's super cool. It's cool. But while I was looking for Ryan, I did find a jerky shop, so we're gonna try some of this Korean barbecue jerky, and we'll see how it is. It's pretty good. It's actually really good. Check them out, Royal Nova Company, Korean barbecue.
Eventually, Ryan and I decided to split up, and I ended up going to the arena because I heard there was a guy in there selling a bunch of video games, and he actually had a boxed copy of Majora's Mask with just a little bit of box damage, like some bends and some creases, but overall it looked really good. Initially, he was asking $370, I think, and I talked him down to $250, but it was still a little high for me. And I also noticed that it was missing like the lenticular like front that Majora's Mask had at launch, and I don't know, there was just some stuff off about it, and I just didn't feel comfortable dropping that much money on it.
All right, so apparently there's more vendors inside the building, so that's where we're gonna go next. All right, so here we are inside the stadium. Well, there was a place in there that actually had a copy of Majora's Mask boxed, but they wanted a lot for it, so I'm considering. But I mean, Buddy did offer me a pretty decent deal, I guess, all things considered, what he was asking for it originally. But I don't know.
So once I got back out onto the field, I met up with Ryan and we grabbed a quick bite to eat. And I will just tell you, a lot of these places, while they sell really fantastic, like, tasting food, they are just so expensive. They are so expensive for what you get. And it's really a shame because I would recommend them if I didn't feel like I was being essentially ripped off with the prices.
All right, it's really warm. We took a good look around. I don't think we hit up everything, but we did what we could. This place is absolutely massive. And the weather's starting to get to us, so we're gonna head on out.
Surprisingly, most of what I actually got wasn't really gaming related. I didn't pick up anything too crazy, but I will show you what I got. So let's go through it now. So first off, like I mentioned, we have Ico, or Eco, however you want to say it. This is the sequel, I guess, technically, to Shadow of the Colossus, secret sequel, because this game came out first. I don't know what you call that. Then I actually picked up a book of all things, Atomic Habits. Now, I've heard a lot of good things when it comes to this book about creating like habits that will improve your life. I'm going to give this a good read and just see what it has to say, because it's been highly recommended several times. I'm pretty sure that this is the last thing I got, because there wasn't much of a haul. Honestly, the money I saved not grabbing things here, I'm going to be using for my trip down to HalCon in November. So, you know, stay tuned for that. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for that one. But I got myself a Rubik's Cube. And this one's actually kind of nice. I don't know if it's been like previously used. I mean, I assume it has, but it moves so easily, which is one of the things that I find like with a lot of Rubik's Cubes, you end up getting these like really like jagged pieces that sometimes have a hard time moving. But I've wanted to learn how to solve one of these things for a while, so you know, that's a thing, and I might do that sometime real soon. And well, I didn't find too much. I know Ryan ended up getting a bunch of different comic books and stuff like that, so if that's your thing, make sure to go check out his video. I will be posting it down in the description below when he has that out. But really, overall, I was just kind of excited to get out for a little while and go do something a little different. Things have been kind of slow for me. It's been more or less just work and gaming while I sort a few issues out here and there. But yeah, it was a nice trip overall, and I wish we could have stayed longer, but the heat was just so unbearable, and I ended up getting a little bit of sunscreen, I think, in my eye. It's kind of really giving me like issues. That's why I'm probably been blinking a lot in this video, because my eyes are just like, ugh, kill me. But I do want to thank you guys once again for watching. I'll be back really soon with some new videos, so make sure to subscribe for those. Hit that like button if you like this video, and I will see you guys all in the next one.